Welcome back to Let's Play Assassin's Creed Origins. Last time we cleared some of the quests up in Alexandria, following up on a couple of quests we'd already done. And today we are going to be moving south back towards Letopolis, because we have a couple of quests there. And of course clearing some locations on the way. I love the gameplay loop of this game, but it does not work well for recording. Alright. Finally got around to recording a little bit of Fable the other day. It's not that I don't like the game, I just hadn't gotten around to recording it. This is an admittedly more satisfying game to record, despite not being a good game for recording. What is this place? Parasterian Town. Oh. Yeah, I'll hear.
What?
Ooh. They're distracted. Let's see.
Where? Won't escape me.
I was watching a video the other day on, like, the pros and cons of different ways of scaling the world. Oh! Yeah, you go down. Like, having fixed leveled zones versus scaling to the player versus, sort of scaling to the player, like, the way this game, or, say, the Gothic game... Well, I guess the Gothic games do it in their own way, because they sort of scale their difficulty on how far in the story you are. I can't wait to get to the first Gothic, because that game is real good, especially considering the time and lack of budget. Cats. There are cats. But, yeah, I think after this I'm gonna return to the Borderlands 1 LP. And then maybe Gothic. But I'm getting off topic. And... Ooh, I want a chariot. So, give me your chariot. Dang. Oh well. Like, this game has zones that are fixed leveled. I am in a level 13, probably to 15 area right now. Siwa is a level 1 to 4 zone, with one location that's notably higher leveled. And, like, compare it to, like, Skyrim, where things scale to your level to a degree. Like, things will get easier as you play the game longer, especially as you get better enchantments. Harwa, I dare you to steal the coin pouch of a patrolling hegemon and bring it back here. Well, that actually worked out, apparently. Or Oblivion, where things hard scale to your level. Like, in Skyrim, Chorus are always going to be harder to deal with than bandits. Bandits are always going to be harder to deal with than wolves. That sort of thing. Oh. Huh. And then there's New Vegas, which didn't really do scaling because... unless you were doing some very specific build, your survivability didn't really depend on your level so much. It was entirely gear dependent for your armor. Like, leveling up, yeah, it gets you a little more HP, but... generally, it's about the gear you have, your damage threshold and all that.
Cannot run. You cannot. Hey, hold on.
Actually, I think New Vegas did scale random encounters to your level to a certain degree by really just locking certain random encounters behind a being certain level or completing quests that were particularly difficult to do under certain levels. Man, the sword and shield is actually super satisfying to use. Your friends. I apologize. What? Who? Where? Oh. Let's see, I think it's soft I need for HP. I need a lot of soft for HP. Yeah, I'm just gonna increase melee damage because it's gonna take a long time to get all of that soft hide. Sorry for all the throat clearing. I literally just ate. Oh, this is a convenient random event. One form of scaling I really like is, I guess both Risk of Rain and 7 Days to Die do something similar. But it's on very different scales. In 7 Days to Die, which it's kind of like one of those survival games, early access survival games, only it's already a legitimately high quality game. It's been in active development for quite a while now. I think they're on Alpha 19 or 20 right now. I don't know why it's called an alpha. It is completely in a playable state, even if it's not in a there is an end goal state yet. But the more days you've survived on a particular save, the more and more powerful enemies will spawn. And indirectly, the more you play, the better gear you find, because there is a skill that goes up as you search things that you can use to increase the rarity of gear you find. Like, it's probably really weird to hear an early access survival game recommended, but it is a legitimately good one. Or Fallout 4 kind of combines area difficulty with level scaling, now I think about it. Like, say what you will about Fallout 4, I think it's a decent game, at least. It did do scaling well, because honestly, just the different forms of progression you had, your gear progression, you had gaining levels, you had more materials available to you as you leveled up via the looting perks. Let's see, here, these two if they're still here, topless. You know what? I helped you, give me your boat.
Forgive me.
I prefer some form of scaling based on the player to utterly fixed, which might sound weird, but as long as you give multiple forms of progression to the player, like, so they can get around the scaling however they want. Like, maybe metagaming to find particularly powerful pieces of equipment early to survive in a higher level area, if it's level based.
Die, die! To me, brothers! Die, you!
Like, in this game, the fact that I built for upgrading my bows early gave me a huge edge in the early game. Just because most enemies were built to be fought hand to hand. I don't know, I'm kind of rambling at this point. Our camps in the forest north of here have been having some trouble. Maybe you should send someone to investigate.
Hell no!
A lot of soft leather up there. Huh. Yeah. Hello. money. Alright, down to the sync point. Is there really no way up? Ah, I see. Really? You're really not gonna give me a quick way out of this? There we go. Or not. Okay. But, yeah. Like, Oblivion fails to make scaling good, partially because there's no workaround to it. Because there's no way to re-level a piece of equipment that you've gotten, like a unique item. So if you pick up Umbra at level 1, it's going to be a level 1 Umbra. You're not going to have a very good time with that past, like, level 4 or 5. And I don't personally think that's how unique weapons should work. I think that if you're going to scale unique weapons, there should be a way to rescale them, make them useful again. Or, at the absolute very least, provide a weapon skin for it in some manner. So here, down, over the topless. No, not fighting him. Again with the weird orange question marks, though. Assassin's Creed Odyssey, actually, from what I could tell, does exactly what I'm thinking. It, like, even the main quest scales to what it thinks is appropriate. Alright, what in the crap? Oh, it's a stone circle. Okay. Haven't done one of these in a bit. Where, like, a hard quest is going to be a couple levels over you, but you might have a better piece of gear than the game expects.
Papa, when you met Mother, how did you know she liked you?
My heart lit on fire, of course. She smiled at me, and her eyes rendered me helpless.
So if a girl likes you, she smiles at you?
Son, there are some things I can't explain to you. The stars, how to fight, but this is something not even the gods can tell. You will have to ask a goddess.
I do like how it keeps the constellations you've unlocked. Having a proper stealth system is another good way to implement that sort of scaling you can get around, because if you have a good stealth build, you can sneak around, grab good gear before your higher level. That's actually, like, one of the best ways to get started in the original Gothic, to buy the stealth skill, because you actually have to learn how to sneak. Like, the sneak button doesn't even work until you learn the skill. And rob people for a basic starter weapon and to get money to pick up some basic armor. There are multiple ways to do it. You can mug people and stuff, or you could just scavenge. God, I really am gonna have a good time with Gothic when SAT starts. Oh, that's like an albino one. Or furless. It's her furless. Huh. That is a lot of pelt. Crafting available. Oh, I can hold more. Do I want to? I'll just save for the melee damage increase, really. There usually is a lootable in the... Whoa. Guy came in, killed the male of the pride, I guess. Even if I'm not a huge fan of how it did it, I do like the game itself. Dark Souls 2 did have an interesting take on difficulty scaling. You could ascend... Once you had the bonfire ascetics to do it, you could make any area one new game plus difficulty higher if you want the treasure earlier. Or, if you were struggling too much within an area, enemies would stop respawning as you killed them, just to make it easier to get through. And I like Dark Souls 2. I don't necessarily like the forced nature of the enemy despawn system. I do think that it would have been better if it were a Covenant or something that did it. Actually, I think... No, the Champions Covenant actually disabled it, now I think about it. So it wasn't really forced. God, Awstone grinding sucked, but that's just an aside, really.
Seen in this area.
Hey. Really?
Stop him! Follow me!
You smashed my ballista. Can I rotate this one about face? I can. Doesn't do anything for me. Wasn't there another? Oh, it's actually on. Oh. Yeah, it's over here. It's just gonna be that, sunken treasure, I bet. Alright, let's do some quests around here, shall we? Even if I'm really tempted to go do that location. Let's see, Worker's Lament is slightly closer. I don't need the experience bonus there.
Here, let me help you with that.
Oh, what? You think me helpless?
I'm surprised to see a woman in your condition working so hard. The arrival of a child is a blessed event.
Oh, I am no delicate lily.
Oh, are you in pain?
Ah, my little bean is just making herself known. My workers are so slow. I need to run over and check on them.
Allow me, Nebet.
That was an abrupt cutaway. Excuse me, let me use my freaking eagle superpower. Okay, it is right there. I have to. Temple of Horus. In the southeast of Imnet Nome lies a broken ship. Pass time till morning. An X will mark my hiding spot. How many of those do I have at this point? I am missing one papyrus. I think once I get that last one, I'm going to go ahead and just solve the ones I can. Blacksmith is all the way up there.
Baba! Ipuy! Can you hear me? Baba! Ipuy!
What happened?
The tunnel collapsed. Baba and Ipuy are trapped inside.
How can I help?
Are you strong enough to clear the way? See if you can bring them out. Please, Neb. They are my brothers.
Stay here. I will do what I can. I'm going to have to force a way through. Hey there. Are you hurt?
I twisted my ankle. My brother Baba was working further in. The tunnel collapsed. I don't know if he's alive.
I will get you out first. Then find him.
Careful. I think I heard a hissing sound nearby.
Ipuy! will help him from here.
You need to go back and find Baba. Hurry! He might be hurt, or worse.
Take care of him. I will find your last brother.
Thank you, Neb.
It's not that dark a game.
Peace, Wajet. Forgive me for killing your green ones. There is no other way through.
Wait, another quest? The old library.
Are you hurt?
No. I managed to squeeze in there just before it collapsed. I had no idea this was here. We were digging to reach the river.
That place was probably part of the old temple. Do you need help getting out of here?
I am fine. I am going to meet with my brothers and take a break.
What is this place?
Report back to Nito. The Eye of Kumar, our wonderful, magnificent city, is caught in a battle between man and gold, or man and God, the river and the desert, between Horus and Sekhmet. When our ancestors founded it, it was dedicated to the Great Black One, the falcon whose right eye is the sun and whose left one is the moon. But over the past months and years, the lady who mauls has come closer and closer. Our summer feast in her honor no longer sways her. She creeps ever closer, and the breath of the war lion brings the heat and the sand of the desert into the heart of the city. The oracles say she wishes to claim all Egypt for herself and swallow it whole unless we make a grand sacrifice. Her Wab priests have told the Nomarch to give up the city, that it will appease her.
The history of the lost keepers of this place. The sword is missing. I wonder if Maher succeeded at the House of Circuit, or whether his cause was lost there.
As God's servants, we bear witness to the voyage of Mahis, son of Sekhmet, to confront the invaders who come from out of the sun. We have blessed the sword of Ptah and placed it in Mahis' hand, sending him across the river to rally our spears at the House of Circuit. Mahis must stand against the armies of Okus, who is called Artaxerxes, who march from the city of Uz to lay waste and enslave us all. We are victorious, the divine lion, the powerful one whose breath formed the desert, whose tongue is as rough as the sand, whose eyes blaze with the heat of the sun. The fiercest of hunters will swallow this profane place, this city where men profess themselves greater than the gods. We chosen fall toward the apotheosis, and while our enemies fall towards disgrace, or fall in disgrace, the city and all within will lay beneath a blanket of sand for 100 years. In exchange, she will let the rest of the Nile prosper under the god of the sky. Woe to any who seek to unearth it and take the treasure from the goddess. What is this random doing down here?
Oh,
Bayek?
Chief Nito, the well tunnel partially collapsed, but I was able to help the workers.
My little bean and I are so fortunate you passed by when you did, Medjay. May the gods bless you 1,000 times for your efforts.
Take care of yourself. May the gods bless your little one.
Bayek searches across the river from Letopolis for the House of Cirquet and a missing sword. Oh, okay. I've already been there. How convenient. And there are enemies here now. Good. Hang on 1 second. Oh, I'm supposed to go, like, up and down this area. Well, I didn't properly clear this place before. I mean, this ruin has to be it, right? Ooh, that's gonna hurt. Oh, great prophet, we bring you these valuables in offering to our cat. So this is the House of Cirquet. Where might the sword be, though? Is now the question. Aha! Alright. Hang on one moment. That was a longer break than I had expected, but, alright. So, I think that's what I'm aiming for. What is it? Oh, it's just pointing me towards enemies and another treasure, which, admittedly, are nice to know about. It is interesting how little money tends to matter in this series. Like, yeah, you need it to upgrade, like, the Vila in AC2, but that's the main use, really. Okay, where is the frickin' downward path? All the way over here. Why do I feel like this isn't even going to be what I need? Oh. Oh, this is a taste of her sting. This is another ritual site. Are these two quests going to add up?
Mysterious killings have led here. This symbol is old. This place is from a long time lost.
It's kind of cool when quests intersect like this. Oh, they're worshipping. Another symbol of Cirquet. Why do they keep getting up? Is that just their AI resetting? No, it's just part of the thing they're doing.
What are you? Oh, never mind. What is this insolence? Who dares to intrude upon our most sacred work?
Sacred? A trail of death led me here. This cavern reeks of the profane. Are you the bloody hand responsible?
The goddess Serket is she who tightens the throat, and the one who lets us breathe. I do her will. I am her sting. All of the souls were chosen from lesser faiths. But we study their organs and read the signs. Soon, we will know Serket's secrets and become immortal.
This was your last chance to win the goddess's favor. Let's test your immortality, shall we?
Alright, I do have a charged power attack available to me. There we go.
Alarm! Charge!
Sistrum. This ancient musical instrument looks like a handheld metal abacus, used primarily in religious ceremonies. Huh. No, I wanna loot. Let me loot. Thank you. Taste of her sting complete. Nearly 4,000 experience. Alright. Eagle Harass. I should have gotten that a long time ago. That is so good. Alright. Leveling is going to take me a while at this point. So this is the House of Cirquet.
I arrived too late to save this one. You will be the last victim of this cursed ritual. The ravings of a madman.
I have unlocked the secret of how to get closer to the light of the goddess. We are a solemn group who all wish to plunder the secrets of death and find the answer to eternal life. I have heard the so-called masters of the land, the hyena, the scarab, the heron, and the ibis. They are nothing compared to the Lady of Poison. We follow the stars to find a sacred location for the ritual, washed upon the shore and blessed with blood. The chosen one is dressed in the robes of lesser divinity. They are sealed up, and the goddess both steals their air. Once they have passed over, we remove their most sacred viscera for meditation and as a gift to the Lady of Stings. Once we have the goddess's trust, she will make us all god kings and travel to the stars. I failed to appease the goddess. Perhaps I should not have used an unworthy vessel. Yet he was but a humble traveler, coming from nowhere, going nowhere. I did him an honor. I showed him the light of the goddess. I told him she would take his breath for a moment, and then return it with a kiss. And in that moment he would become my teacher, and I would learn all that he saw and heard, and touched and smelled and tasted. But it was for nothing. I tried my hand at removing his viscera. It was not as simple as a priest had said. I may have ruined it all. I realize now that the chosen should be divine, but faces of lesser divinity, priests of other gods, will open the door for me, and I will learn and teach my followers how to handle the sacred viscera with more care and love. We will create our gifts in solemn places, and the goddess will be pleased, and open the doors to the stars for us.
Profane ravings to the gods.
Each king is a rebirth of Osiris. Serket, who stings the unrighteous, is the keeper of magic and medicine. She is a protector of the funerary rites and a shield of kings. She knows the 6 names of night, 4 ways to love, and 5 ways to return from death. Serket perfects the cut, masters the sting, and relishes the bite. She is sacred to the Keriheb priests, they who hold the rolls. She is mistress to the dream guides, and instructs them on the sacred dream journey and how to navigate among the stars. I feel like I was not supposed to be able to call Senu. So... oh. There is this direction to go. But it's just minor loot, it looks like. Yeah, there's no way I'm squeezing through there. Well, I'm glad I thought to check this place. I would not have otherwise, and probably wouldn't have finished the Taste of Her Sting quest. So this building, like this ruin, does seem to be the right place. Is there a wall I didn't think to knock down? Unless there's just another place that could be called the House of Serket? I can't imagine that would be the case. There is a cave there. Wait, is that just... yeah, that's just the bandit camp cave. Yeah, there's not really anything else on this coast that could be considered a House of Serket. It's the synchro point. Sort of mental. To defend the house as your cat player, go searching with the house to get Tracy the Lost Sword. Maybe like one of the bandits or something had info. Oh, I just had to walk up here.
Who's there? I'm armed. I will hurt you so much the gods will sing stories of how badly for ages.
Keep the peace, friend. I'm merely curious.
There is little enough left of value. The jackals have already stripped the site clean.
I read about an ancient battle between Mahes and Ochus, and wondered if it was here.
This was where Mahes fought and died at the hands of Bago as the eunuch, and mentor the Rodian. You may have read my version of Ma'ani Jehuti? No? No matter.
Do you know what became of Mahes' sword?
The sword of Ptah, said to be sacred both to Sekhmet and Serket? No. But as I said, this place has long been plundered. The bandits stay north of here, so I stay far away.
Thank you. I'll head north.
Alright. Reach the bandit camps. I kind of wish this did the Skyrim thing where it would repopulate areas that are quest areas if you'd already cleared them.
These must be the bandits the historian spoke of.
Aha.
I must be careful now.
Back into the hyena pit we go, I guess.
Thank you, dearest goddesses. I will use this to keep the faith.
A new unique weapon. The Sword of Ptah. A beautiful sickle sword, once said to be sacred to both Sekhmet and Serket. Bleeding on hit 4 and combat multiplier 1. I mean, it's cool because it's a unique, but... Alright, let's go do the new kid in town. And I'm new in town. I'm just gonna do the town fast travel instead of the synchro point. Silica stones are used as ornaments.
Welcome.
Mysterious energy.
Welcome to Letopolis. Dream of the great Tahaka. A new life awaits you in the glorious city of Letopolis. A chance to begin again in a golden land of opportunity and adventure. This entire city was lost to the cruel desert in the time of our ancestors. But the great Tahaka rediscovered its secrets. He is uncovering it to shine again under the sun and dedicating the city to Horus. With bright wings, we will reach the stars. Welcome! Welcome to Litopolis. I never forget a face, and I have not seen yours before.
I'm looking for Tahaka.
You found it! Your new home! A miracle of a man's labor. The great work begins!
No, that's not
You just don't know it yet. We give every new arrival a house. Only dig it out and help with the public works. A fresh start.
I'm not here to live in these tough sands.
Speak to some of our new inhabitants. Like Nehi. He can tell you how liberating it is to leave the past behind.
I cannot shed my past like a snake sheds his skin.
Come, Neb. Are you ready to work to free yourself? Join us and take a house as your reward.
And aren't you?
Please,
Didn't one of the gods say, "Yeah, you're gonna get punished if you try to dig this place back up"?
By the gods, what am I to do?
Peace, friend. What happened?
The gods have cursed me. I lost my farm and my wife to my brother in Yamu, and now I've lost what little I owned. My cart got stuck in a ditch far from town. As night came on, I heard terrible roars, and I just left them. My poor oxen, everything I owned. What am I to do?
Roars. There are no large beasts in this region.
I did not stay to find out. They were the last gift I got from my father, Khufu and Kiera, and I left them there with all I own.
When I am out that way, I will see what I can find. For now, do what you can on your new house.
My thanks. My house is to the right of the entrance to the temple. May you fly with the bright wings of Horus.
First, I am going to hit the blacksmith, of course, sell some loot,
Hurry up. Grandmother said a storm was coming.
buy some
Said she could
materials.
smell
Her nose is a thing of
it.
wonder.
Hurry up. Grandmother said a storm was coming. Said she could smell it.
Sold.
Like 500 there. I mean, I'll keep this Sword of Ptah,
All right.
but I'm gonna sell this legendary copper mace because it's not actually a unique item. I guess technically no legendaries are unique items, but... Oops.
All right.
I'll just upgrade the Wall of Sand for now for that bow. Alright. Buy all materials here. Ooh, a Hades bow. Go for a quick refill. Hit the tailor for whatever material they sell. I think it's just hides. Yeah. But I mean, I have the money. I have no real reason not to. Ooh, I actually like that outfit. Nice. Alright. I can craft a quiver upgrade. Sure. Bump my quiver up to purple quality. And off screen, I'll go ahead and do the daily or whatever, the daily quest, whatever it is, rather. Assuming it's in an area that I've already explored. Oh.
Another sacrifice to the mistress of dread! Spill the outsider's blood for the lady of slaughter! Come on,
I like how that apparently hits through. Ooh, Senu passive is already paying off.
Alarm to battle!
I have to point out how engaging of an RPG they've made without having any, like, fantasy monsters for the main game. This is faster than I expected them to be.
I fear Nehi would be dead, and you'd be lion food otherwise.
Don't mind the wheel phased into the bench.
You found Khufu and Kiera. Today I cried tears of joy.
Look how much you have done since I have been gone.
I found something strange inside the house. It arouses my curiosity and yet terrifies me. Will you look?
Show me.
As I dug out the main room, I found ominous writings on the wall. Old writings. I have no idea what they say, but it scares me in my bones.
These are old, but incomplete. Too much is missing.
Erased by time and sand. Do you think it's a curse?
I will ask around town.
All right. What should I do? I don't know if I can sleep here.
You will be fine.
You should speak to Ramesu. He knows everyone in town and everything that happens here.
I'm sure he does.
Yeah. I expected that to end there.
Welcome to Letopolis. I've seen that dour face before. You've come for your house.
No,
You would clear a house in no time.
Enough! At Nehi's house, he showed me strange writings.
Nothing to worry you, friend. 3 others have said the same thing, but these signs are too old to be made sense of.
I will check with them.
You are wasting your time, but as you will.
Oh, huh. There are a couple of treasures over there, too. Was not expecting that in town.
Yes? What can I help you with?
Ramesu said you found strange hieroglyphs in your house.
Yes. I thought they were kind of creepy. I think someone else may have found the same thing.
May I look?
Sure. Go on and take a look.
Oh. Right here.
Looks looks like the same style. Perhaps part of the same message.
De nachten hier aan weg.
Go over here, see number 2.
May I ask you something?
Yes, what?
Nehi found a strange symbol in his house, like you. May I take a look?
Certainly. He's new, yes? He'd be cute if he didn't look like he was always about to cry. Tell him I asked how he was. My name's Nebefa.
Okay.
More of the message.
And the last one.
Are you new here?
Passing through, but looking into a mystery. Did you find ancient hieroglyphs in your house?
Didn't everyone? Didn't worry me much. Why? Does it mean something?
Not sure yet. May I look?
Don't see why not. Tell me if I should worry.
That's a very laid-back attitude. Just let me know if it's something to worry about. I don't know. I'm not concerned.
Another part of the message.
That's the whole message. It appears to be a prophetic vision.
If your feet are firm in Letopolis, look west of the pyramids. Within the Golden Dunes lies the Temple of a Million Years, guarded by stone lionesses.
Where is this temple?
It says look to the pyramids in the west. Guarded by 2 stone lionesses over there. I wonder if I'm ever gonna hit a 4th life bar or anything. Like, a visual expansion of health is super nice. That's why it's so satisfying to get, like, or heart containers and pieces of heart in Zelda.
Not going anywhere.
Filthy bastard! We will kill you! Whoa.
Wow, that lioness had a lot of health. Crafting available. Alright, fine, I'll upgrade the tool pouch. Bang my controller around, I guess. I need a little bit of everything, but like 2 or 3 tailors should get me that
What
health
did the
up.
priests hope to achieve in their last ceremony so long ago?
This next... Ooh. Oh, no hides or anything. Investigation area. Give me my cash money,
Some
though.
ancient concoction, long since dried up. These men, they were Wab priests. Were they killed? Or did they choose this fate for themselves? The Lady of Slaughter. This place was dedicated to Sekhmet then. I thought Letopolis was home to Horus. A prayer.
O lion-headed Lady of Flame, daughter of Ra, Queen of the Two Lands, mistress of the House of Scales, master of Apep and Amit, she who mauls, we invoke you in all your names and all your places, and give you this city as a gift. Breathe the desert upon it and consume it. Take it whole, and in return, keep your dreadful powers from harming the pharaohs and the rest of Egypt.
Letopolis was sacrificed to the gods by the ancients, so the rest of the Nile could be granted to the realm of men. These priests made an invocation for protection to the one before whom evil trembles. In drinking their concoction, they gave their lives, as well as their city, to Sekhmet. In their eyes, Tahaka's project would be sacrilegious.
Go speak to Nehi. Hey, tiny little scorpions. That cannot be harmed. Interesting.
Whoa.
Ah, Bayek! I'm getting used to living with these symbols. Nebefe even came by for a meal. Did you find out anything?
I did. Though I'm not sure you are going to like it.
A curse! I knew it!
No, not exactly. Letopolis was an offering to Sekhmet, to protect the rest of the Nile.
We have offended the Lady of Slaughter? No wonder the suns always blow. She wants to reclaim the city. Are the officials blind or mad? I can't stay here. Maybe Nebefe will come with me. What about you?
My time here is but temporary.
You were kind to me when others were not. Maybe we will see each other again in this world.
It's completed. New kid in town. And with that, there's another quest down there. And it's relatively on level. Out of curiosity. So I am over leveled for almost every single main objective I have. But I am far from done with stuff even below my level. Next time on Let's Play Assassin's Creed Origins. God, we're probably going to fight the Iron Ram at some point. Informant table. Gift from the gods. A rebel alliance. There's no escaping having more side stuff to do before continuing the main quest. See you guys then.